Good evening, I'm Aaron Wright. First at 10, a family says skeletal remains found on Fort Sam Houston just days ago is their loved one. Juan Santiago, who just moved from Massachusetts, has been missing since June. Tonight, the family tells us the search is over for the 36-year-old. Eyewitness News reporter Henry Ramos with the mystery surrounding the man's death and his chilling phone call to 911.
Situation is, I had somebody, come in and try to rob me and all kind of things.
This would be the last time family would hear the voice of Juan Santiago. He made this 911 phone call in June, just hours after moving to San Antonio.
Please, can you send somebody here?
The 36-year-old told the dispatcher he was being robbed while staying at this Motel 6 off I-35 near Rittiman Road. Minutes later in the call, you hear Santiago running from an unknown person.
Hello?
I had to run for my life.
Okay.
They call me back.
Running for my life would be his last words. 6 months later, devastating news for the family. Just days ago, Joint Base San Antonio officials say partial human skeletal remains were found at Fort Sam Houston near Salado Creek and the northeast part of the installation. The family tells KINS 5 those remains belong to Santiago.
Unfortunately, too many of these cases end up this way. This one very eerie, beginning with that 911 call.
Missing persons advocate Frank Trevino has personally looked for Santiago. He says where he was found is very close to the motel. But still, the biggest question, what happened to Juan Santiago?
If it was murder, I'm sure they're going to work until they get their answers.
Henry joins us live from Public Safety Headquarters. Henry, any word from investigators about leads in this case?
Not at all, Aaron. We do know that the Air Force Office of Special Investigations is working with several law enforcement agencies, including San Antonio Police. And the family also tells us that the FBI is involved. Well, tonight, family members say while they are heartbroken by this news, they also went on to say that they are comforted, too, because they actually do have some answers. Meanwhile, right now, they are working on getting Santiago back home to Massachusetts to say their final goodbye. Reporting live downtown tonight, Henry Ramos, KINS 5 Eyewitness News.